I got a bad feeling about this.
They say Larry is a five, like my nigga Ray. I be cool and I get high. I roll bigger J. Sipping drink on some gin is chased with lemonade. Getting faded in the days.
What is good, everybody? I'm right here. I'm there. I'm on the Fox Live right now, Fox News Live. So I'm just waiting. I guess they have it in the polls. We're at 205 to 117, 270 to win. 270 to win, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody, please go out there. If you still in a state where you have the capability of still voting, please go vote. Please go vote. What's going on, everybody? Devon, what's going on? Bridget, what up, girl? Brandon William, what's going on? Miss Vibe, the first one, my beautiful wife. I love you. How's everybody doing tonight? How is everyone doing tonight? Dracula, what's good? Big Mick, what's going on? We just waiting. I just got this up right now. We just waiting for them to start playing. Please, 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 go vote. I don't care who you vote for, just vote. I mean, I care who you vote for, but I'm not here to convince nobody. Go vote. Let's get this going. Devon, I don't know, man. Vicky, what's going on? Big Mick, good shit, man. Trump won 4 times. Just finished winning. Good shit, Bridget. Shout out to Bridget. Just finished voting. Go ahead, girl. Dalisa, what's good? I'm just waiting for these people to go ahead and play what they're gonna play. We on Fox News right now. It's very important, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important. That Harris thing got me, bro. Use tax dollars for sex change for it. That's crazy, Brandon. I know it's the way it is right now. The talking is over. There's no more talking with this. No more. Now it's time for action. Now we need to go. We need to go vote. We need to get these numbers up. Believe in what you want to believe and go for who you think is going to be best. But Trump 2024 all the way over here. That's all I'm saying. But, I don't like the way they talking, though. They talking crazy. Chad, what's going on, baby? They talking crazy, man. Teresa's in recovering from surgery now. Voted earlier. Thanks for Elvis Blueberry Hill. Teresa, what's going on? I hope you're feeling 100% better. I hope you get to feel a whole lot better down the line, girl. Look at that. Recovering from surgery, she still went out and voted. There's no excuses. Teresa did it. No excuses. Ain't that right, Teresa? That's right. Ryan, shout out to you, Ryan. TJ, shout out to you. Too big, too rig. Facts. John, thank you for coming through, man. Just Miss Dukes, what's going on? On God, no excuses. This girl's recovering. She went out there and voted. Or I had to do the little bubble. I had to fill in the bubble. That's a pain in the ass. I had to ask her for another one. Excuse me, ma'am, I fucked up. Can I get one more? America. And she gave me another one. I went ahead and I took my time with it. Let's go. Trump 2024, baby. We got this. Don't worry about it. We got this. I just can't wait to start playing something. I want to hear what's going on. When I was done with my videos, I did go in the house at 8, and my wife is watching it live and everything. And I don't know, but I think we got this one. I think Trump got this one, to be honest with you. I don't like the way they talking, though. They talking crazy. Jason, what's good? Sky, what's good, baby? Joseph, what's going on? News what? Newsmax has Trump at 220? Word? Hold on. Let me see. There's another live out here somewhere that I didn't know nothing about. Hold on. We got Ben Shapiro live. We got, I know Charlie Kirk is live too. I'm gonna stick to the Fox. I'm gonna stick to Fox. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna stick to Fox. But I'm fucking stoked. I'm excited, man. I can't wait for change. I can't wait for this shit to get better, man. We need this. We need this bad, man. And you know, and if by any chance this woman decides to win, or they decided she won, just keep your faith alive, keep on pushing, and keep it moving, man. We've lasted 4 years. We're strong people. We can last another 4 years, man. We just got to start thinking more optimistic about the whole situation, to be honest with you. All this hate back and forth and all this bullshit, it's not worth it. It ain't worth it, man. They haven't updated it yet. I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, I mean, I feel what you're saying, Chad. I feel what you're saying, Chad. But I'm just hoping for the best. My internal feelings is we're fucked, but I'm just hoping for the best. You gotta stop letting dead people. If I ever die, please do not let me vote Democrat. If I die, put me to vote Republican, man, because you already know what it is, baby. You gotta represent all right. Y'all wearing the MAGA hat. Why are you trying wearing a MAGA sweater, shirt, hat? I got MAGA underwears on. I don't play around, baby. Red. If Kamala gets LA, it's over. Well, I mean, Kamala, absolutely. I believe she is going to take LA. To be honest with you, I mean, it's LA. I mean, what we at, 205? All right. Check out the Benny Show. Ben Shapiro's? The Benny Show, what's that? If Donald Trump wins, the minority vote is going to back to segregation. What? I mean, look at how Trump got Georgia, though. Trump is going to get Georgia. I know that for a fact. I'm telling you, man, it's one of those situations, man, where you're gonna have to play it out, man. Like, just watch, see what the fuck happens, bro. To be honest with you, I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, if Kamala becomes president, I'm leaving the United States." All I gotta say is, see you later, man. I hope it goes well to you wherever you go. I ain't gonna let nobody run me from my country, bro. I'm too proud to be American and me leave out this motherfucker. You feel me? What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, ladies and gentlemen. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. I think Trump is going to be getting to Arizona, to be honest with you. I need to hear some information. Hold on, man, because they take it too goddamn long. They got CNN is playing. I ain't trying to play no CNN. Fuck that. I screw it. I'm gonna go play. I'm gonna go play the Charlie Kirk. I love Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's my guy. I'm gonna play his live, and just to see what they're talking about over there. Tucker Carlson is live too. Everybody's fucking live. I mean, they would. How's everybody's excited? Everybody's nervous. What? Tell me. Talk to me, people. What are we talking about? Took less than 5 minutes. Let him know, Collie. Let him know. It takes 5 minutes, man. And say, unless you have to do the little bubble filling. If you have to do the little bubble filling, it's about 10. It's about 10, because they say that if you go off the bubble, you fucked. You got to do another one. What happened? Kamala gets it will be in World War III. Well, I believe in that. I believe that's exactly what's going to happen. The people that haven't voted need to know this, need to hear this. They need to start doing their research. I never could understand somebody that's going to vote just because, oh, well, my family's Democrat. Oh, I'm in a Democratic state, so I'm just going to vote Democrat. No, do your research, bro. Find out what the fuck, find out the policies. Trump's got a bunch of them. Not too sure what Kamala's policies is, though. But Trump's got a bunch of them. Drill, baby, drill. Huh? $1.75 a gallon. Say something stupid, bro. Huh? Cora, what's going on, girl? 205 Trump, 117 Harris. Nervous but hopeful, right? Trump is not worse than Harris. You must be. No, Devon, I love you, bro. No. No. Absolutely not. I lived through 4 years of Trump, and I lived through 4 years of Biden and Harris, and I can tell you, after my observation of both, no, absolutely not. Gen 3, what's going on? Marcus Acampo! Some people voted Kamala because she brought out famous figures. And that's another thing. Well, like, how is that gonna push your vote to somebody because they bringing out these superstars out here? Endorse Kamala. I don't give a fuck about none of these celebrities support. They just support Kamala. That's their business. They support a guy I had support. But nah, I don't give that would not move my vote just because she, for God's sake, she had my favorite rapper endorse her. And no, that still's not gonna make me go straight to Kamala because Eminem did it. Fuck out of here. She brought up the Diddy list. Was she in it? That's a fact. She did do. Don't be putting Eminem in that Diddy list, Alisa. Eminem is not in that Diddy list. Stop. Better watch out, or your iPhone will get smashed. Ain't got no iPhone. Diddy voted for Harris. Does he still have the right to vote? Or I could believe Eminem. I don't understand why people are so surprised that he's endorsing her. Eminem has been a Democrat since I started listening to him in 97, 98. He's been a Democrat. So it's not surprising to me that he's going to go endorse her. It surprised me that he endorsed her. Doesn't surprise me that he's voting for her. It did surprise me a little bit. I was like, damn, Em, you really had to do that? That was a bad move, bro. But I still think he's the best rapper in the world. So that doesn't really change much for me. I don't. Coach, did you hear the latest Eminem diss? All because he endorsed Kamala. I can be able the link. Yeah, send me the link. Send me the link. Is a new Eminem diss? I want to hear it. I do want to hear it, but at the end of the day, he still can rap. It doesn't matter that he's endorsing her. The motherfucker still can rap. Good luck. Motherfuckers coming at M for that. That's crazy. Damn, next story time. Trump meets Kamala. You got it. That'll be the next one. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? I got you tomorrow. Trump meets Kamala. That's going to be the next story time with Ray. What's the situation, though? Because I always say in my story times, in my fan fiction freestyle story times, I always say, give me two famous people, artists, whoever, and give me a situation, and I'll take it from there. Just let me know. I'm doing good, Austin. I'm chilling. Over here. Chilling like a villain on penicillin, baby. All right, where we going? What we doing? I was trying to look for Charlie Kirk shit. Are they back up? No, they're not back up. They're just doing that update shit. I don't like that. PBD, no. Which ones you got? Which one should I put, guys? Tell me which live should I put. Should I just stay on Fox and wait until they update, or should I just look for something so we can hear some numbers and hear some people talking? I want to hear. Fuck it. There you go. All right. We'll watch Charlie Kirk's.
County, that's their Hail Mary here. That's the only thing they have left that is going to be a significant drop that could really shift this race, because everything seems to be moving in Trump's direction in PA when you look statewide.
And it's certainly possible. I mean, we're still seeing only about 50% of the vote in Philadelphia. Kamala Harris currently under 80% in Philly. That's
a fact,
pretty expected,
Derek.
but there's just so much left out that we're still looking at. Bucks only has 35 in, Montgomery County 39 in, Chester County only 11% in Chester County right now, and then Delaware 26. So I mean, it's like, guys, what are you doing down there? And this is why when you see people holding votes like this is why you get people out there who get very upset about their elections.
Donald Trump is up 7 points in Iowa. Ann Seltzer should never be taken seriously. The New York Times says that he's going to win Iowa by 11. And she said that Kamala was up 3 in Iowa.
Did you see her?
That's a big myth.
You are a disgrace, Ann Seltzer. You did the bidding of the Democrat Party, try to bail them out on a weekend where obviously their internals were collapsing. Your career is over. That's all I have to say.
Do you remember? Did you watch her Mark Halperin interview? I watched every minute.
No,
of it.
she defended it. It's
I watched every minute of it.
Yes.
And she asked, when they showed her Ryan Gerdusky's tweet, and he said R's, D's, and the splits, and she goes, "What does the R and the D represent on this?"
No, I know.
Like, America's best pollster, folks. America's best pollster, and she seems nice temperamentally, but I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm going to Tucker. Fuck this. Is he live? Yes, he is.
By other forces, who will fight Trump and his people every step of the way. We're just talking about big pharma. You just had Bobby Kennedy on. Big pharma, big agriculture. They will be out to do whatever they can to stop him. We've also got the CIA, the FBI, etc. So they control these newsrooms. These newsrooms kind of take their marching orders from these sort of malign influences. I don't think they're
think so. So here, I'm playing pantomime with you. I know what you're saying is true because I've seen it. I don't think your average person, he won Iowa. There he's Donald Trump wins Iowa.
Well, of
course.
Well, no, I mean, he was.
I know. What about
much watched poll from Iowa points to Harris
the
landslide.
gold standard poll? Annie Seltzer. How did that happen? She never gets it wrong. She's just magnificent. Ha. She was wrong. Fancy that.
But Iowa? I mean,
I know.
I immediately called a friend of mine who's a political organizer in Iowa, and I said, I'm not from Iowa. To put it mildly, so I don't know. Maybe it's my friend goes, what? And this is like an actual political person in Iowa.
I got
That's
you, Dracula.
insane. But that poll was taken seriously.
Yeah. Robert Cahaley from Trafalgar said a really interesting thing the other night.
Actually,
which was that,
Gizmo, what's going on,
used-
Gizmo? Trump actually. But Trump talked about it more than Harris did. Trump said he's going to sit down with the Ukraine and he's going to sit down with China and he's going to go. And he says, I know exactly what to tell them to put this whole shit to stop. I know exactly what to tell him. If he said he can't say it now, he's got to go there because they're watching. You think all these leaders of the other countries aren't watching this shit? Nah, he's not. He can't show you. It's poker, baby. You can't show your cards. You can't show your cards. Well, when Trump was president for 4 years, it was the safest the United States has ever been for the 4 years that he was president. Gas was down, food was down. People, $75,000 you could buy a home. He went to one of the Taliban leaders, and he pretty much got us all out of Afghanistan. And so, like, it's about put everything that Trump did in the 4 years that he did as a whole, and see how the government was. Exactly, your Social Security is not. My dad takes Social Security. My dad was making more money off of Social Security when Trump was president than he is doing now. Right now, he's check to check. So it's all about playing the odds, all about seeing what happened in the 4 years that Trump was president, because we have somewhere to go to. What happened to Harris when she was in California? She fucked it all up. What happens when she was 3.5 years? My problem with Kamala Harris is every time they ask her a question, she gives you the runaround and that doesn't give you no answer at all. I haven't heard anything that she's going to do. And if she was going to do something, why is she waiting to become president to do so? She has 3.5 years, almost 4, to do what she said she needed to do. But she was ghost. She was nowhere to be found. So I don't know. I'm going off of logic. I'm going off of what I see, what I read, the federal websites that I go to look at these numbers and all this other shit. So I'm trying to figure it out. She's a vice president, and the vice president, her job was the border. Biden gives the president gives the vice president tasks that they need to do to take some of the weight off of the president. So the main task that she was given was the border. What happened to the border? So don't tell me anything about the vice president has a job to do. I'm going off of fact. I was a Democrat for 20 years. I voted for Obama. I was a Democrat for 20 years. But then I started to pay attention and started doing my own research. I wasn't going off what the fuck the news was telling me. I wasn't going off of any of that shit. I'm going off of podcasts and these people there in the streets with other voters talking about it, debating each other. I'm going to the federal website. I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at what it was when Trump was president. I'm looking what it was when Biden is president. Numbers don't match up. Sorry. Numbers don't match up. Right now, if you cross the line, they give you a check, they give you a hotel in New York, they give you a cell phone, they give you all this shit right now. That's what you want? Then I don't know what the fuck to tell you, bro, because it doesn't make no sense to me.
To be the shy Trump voter, now there's the
drama that you've been through, and I remember thinking, boy, you're signing up for a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Looking
It's
back,
a blessing. It's been a blessing.
Really?
Yes, I feel that way.
How?
I feel this was God's plan. I feel grateful, honestly. I do. I think the more
Nah, what's going on, Rob? Greg, I'm in Florida. I'm not in New York. Exactly, Rob. She says she's not going to do anything different than what Biden did in like some of the interviews that she was in with all these fucking people. She said it. So if you're not going to do anything different, and so the last 4 years is just going to be the reflection of the next 4 years, why am I going to vote for you? I voted for Trump the first time, and I'm voting for Trump now. And that's just what it is. My bank account looked pretty when Trump was president. It did. It did. And this is just going off of my own personal research and my own personal reading shit. I don't watch the news to get my information. If you watch Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro, what's the other, Joe Rogan, all these motherfuckers out there that are pretty much giving you the facts and where to find these facts. All you have to do is go to your phone. Go to the federal website and look and research what the fuck they talking about so it can make sense to you. That's all. Look what Myra said. Myra said, I have family that lives near the border and it's scary. It's scary that the main media doesn't talk about that. No, but Trump is crazy. Every time he picks up the border when they talking to him, people think he's crazy. Come on, man. See, I'm not here to do that, Gizmo. I'm not here to down you for what you believe in or who you would vote for or what you think is right. I'm not here to do any of that. I'm here to give you my point of view. If you agree with it, cool. If you don't agree with it, that has nothing to do with my reactions. That has nothing to do with who I am. That's just a small part of me is who I vote for. That's a very small part of me. And you shouldn't be coming to me to find out who you should vote for, period. I'm just here because it's like-minded people that follow me that I want to be involved with them while we're looking at this, because this is going to change the world. This is going to change our country. And I'm all for a clean, debate, nothing crazy. But yeah, some motherfuckers is nuts. Come on, bro.
They hit me, the more I know I have a voice.
Oh, facts. Thank you, Dracula. 135,000 subscribers. We just hit it today, man. 15,000 subscribers more, and we going live, bro. We gonna celebrate 150. Facts.
And President Trump's given me a voice. Nobody should know who President Trump's lawyer was. Yeah. And you and I talked about it, and I was like, hey, Tucker, I'll come on your show. You're like, we don't do lawyers. I'm like, yeah, but, and then it became that I wasn't just a lawyer. That's because of President Trump. So the man that they tell you has torn down women has given me a platform. And I'm a first-generation American girl. I was not a straight A student. I didn't go to Harvard.
I think Trump is nice feeling. Yeah,
it's a good feeling.
That's
Tucker.
The party I
Guess what?
vote
No
for.
matter what, we're on the party of FU.
Lynn, thank you very much.
Thank you for having
MJK, thank you. Thank you. That is perfect. Always have your own mind, but also read, educate yourself whenever you can. And that's a fact, and it's so easy for you to get these numbers. You don't no longer have to go to your tax collection office to get numbers or to talk to people about any of this shit. You no longer have to go to the library. You don't no longer have to do any of that. You can literally pick up your fucking phone and find all this information out. If someone says something about Trump and you say, no, I think that's wrong, look it the fuck up in your phone. It'll tell you if you're wrong or not, or if they're wrong or not. And 9 times out of 10, they're right. Because these people are they're not about to go on stage and debate people without facts. Whoever debates people with feelings are idiots. They shouldn't be doing that. It's not going to work out for you. Come with facts and then have a debate, facts versus facts, and you'll have a great debate. But when you have facts versus feelings, it's never going to work out the way you want it to work out. Because you feel a certain way doesn't mean that that's what a fact is. Just like with the whole racism in this country. You know a couple of people that are racist towards you. That doesn't make this whole fucking country racist. Just because you dealt with racist people. That's not the majority. The majority of the country is not racist. So why And at the end of the day, we all here for XG. That's a fact! XG is fire. 242, 105. Joseph said they got Trump 242 to 105. We ain't that far off, but I'm hearing there's a couple of states, and it's not until a couple of days they're not going to fucking find out the votes exactly. And that's all I'm saying. If you could come here and say, I don't like the way Trump talks. I don't like the way he's an asshole. I don't like what does that look? If my mechanic comes to me and he's rude as fuck, but this guy is one of the best mechanics in the world, I'm gonna let him touch my car. I don't care how rude he is. I don't want to go get a beer with him. I don't want to hang out with him. Do your job and fix my car. Do your job and fix my country. That's what I need Trump for. I don't give a fuck if he's an asshole. He's a funny motherfucker, but he's an asshole. 100% on the BS racist shit. If you're cool, then you're cool. Facts. I judge you by your character. I don't judge you by your skin color. Judging somebody by your skin color is the most ignorant shit in the world. PA is their only hope, and that's a fact. And it's,
Times has them at 83% chance of winning as of a second ago, and it's going up every few minutes. And Tucker, the reason I say that, I'm not a boastful guy.
Dude, it's only 10:40. This is crazy.
They've put us through freaking hell over the last 9 years. They've done everything to our family that you could possibly do. To have them go after him, to have them try and impeach him, to have them make up the slurs and the dossiers, impeach, literally send me 111 subpoenas. I'm the most subpoenaed person in history. Only to come back against all odds. They shot at him. To win decisively early in the night.
That's what I'm saying. Look at everything. You guys are not the people that that have this issue with Trump is because they're seeing still Trump as the guy that's firing people on TV. They're not taking him serious. They're not understanding what he's done. They don't get what he actually did for this fucking country. How the economy was thriving. Immigration was at an all-time low. I got some numbers for you. When Trump was president, by the end of his presidency, there was only 500 people a week coming into this country illegally. Right now, we're at 15,000 a week coming in illegally. That's not a big jump. Come on, bro. Like, look at the fucking numbers, bro. You look at the numbers, you're gonna make yourself be like, oh shit. Fuck, what am I doing? But you know what? That's why hatred and hatred for people, it's not. I don't have any links for anything. The same way I did my research, the capabilities in your hand, you could do your research. I did enough research that I could back up what I claim. But the links are up there. It's the federal website. You go to any federal website and you look for any number, it's going to give you the number. Go back to when Trump was president, then when Biden was president, and now. And it'll tell you the numbers. Just, you'll see the difference. You'll see the difference. It's very big. And thank you, Justin. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. When Ray is talking, he speaks truth. He's speaking truth. In fact, if you don't like it, leave or shut up and enjoy. And that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm just telling you, this is what my revelation was when I was doing my research when Trump first became president. And I started doing my research on this dude, and I started really, because I didn't like him. I don't like him. Let me rephrase that. I like Trump as a person. He's grown on me because I understand his mentality of how he talks. I have to keep on remembering this motherfucker is from New York. He was in the same fucking streets that we were in. Well, I wouldn't say the same streets, but he's still in the city. He still knows what it is. He still got that pizzazz, that attitude, and that quirky humor, and that crazy shit. And it grew on me. And I was like, all right. I started getting into his shit, and I started looking at all these facts, and I started to listen to people that know more about me so I could learn from them. And then I started doing my own research because they're telling me where to go. And then I go, oh my God, you're right. Ain't rocket scientists, people. Ain't rocket science. Or just read. Read and you'll figure it out yourself. And that's just how I came to this conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, the last 3.5 years, 4 years, has been horrible for everybody. Why are we acting like it hasn't? Why are we acting like this doesn't exist? Like, this is real. This is absolutely real. This is actually happening to us right now. The rest of the countries are looking at us like we don't know what the fuck we're doing. We lost our complete minds. I believe Trump is going to bring it back to us again. He's going to bring our sane minds back to us again. More jobs. Drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill. Do all that. He's no taxes on tips. No taxes on overtime. Do you know how much extra money that's going to be in your pocket? Y'all not understanding that. If you're working a 9 to 5, you're getting paid time and a half. Imagine that time and a half. Look, I'm going to tell you a story. When I was working at the company that I was working for as a service manager for an automotive company, a huge automotive company, one of the biggest in the world I was working for, called Firestone. And I worked for them. Out of my bonus, the last 4 years, the last, more than that, it has been, about 4 years, almost like a full 4 years of me getting paid. My check, if my bonus was like $1,600, let's say, I'm probably getting like a good $900 out of that $1,600 because everything's being taxed. Can you imagine what I could have done with all that extra fucking money on my taxes or on my bonus? Use your fucking brain, bro. You know what it is? He's threatening people. He's telling people, when I get into office, you fucked. You know that, right? We're going to put a chokehold on that welfare. Now everybody's freaking the fuck out. We're going to start making sure America is great again. It wasn't great in the 4 years that he was president. Nobody was bitching, were they? Come on, man. We're not better than we're off now. Go to the grocery store. We just talked about it the other day, Gizmo. Go to the grocery store. The same exact groceries that I was doing when Trump was president, I was paying half of what I'm paying now. Go look at gas, 3 and change. When Trump was president, it wasn't that high. Look at everything else that you do on your daily routine, your daily basis. Everything was low. If you think this economy is stable right now, you're nuts. You're nuts. It's not stable at all. So everything is 10 times higher than it was when he was president. So all that other stuff is really not going to matter to me when I see me, my mother, my father, my sisters, my wife, her family, my friends, my followers, everybody struggling, not knowing what the fuck they're gonna do, how they're gonna make it to the next fucking week, and doing all this shit. That's what matters to me. That's exactly what a president can't control. Just by cutting taxes off of tips and bonuses alone, and Social Security income, just by stopping the taxes on that is going to help America more than what they did in 3.5 years. Just doing that alone. And yeah, exactly. And where are we getting our oil? Drill, baby, drill. Where are we getting our oil? Drill, baby, drill. That's what you have to understand, Giz. That's what you have to understand, bro. Is that everything is so fucking high right now that we can't move. They're stopping people from moving. What tax does the Harris wants to do? 15% is what he's going to do in taxes for us. 15%? Why give larger credit to lower income people? We need more jobs. We need more jobs. He did it already. Gizmo, what are you talking about? He already did it in the last 4 years, when the 4 years that he was president. The economy was thriving. There was nobody bitching. He already did it. What has Kamala done in the last 3.5 years is my question. What has she done to fix this problem? Nothing. She hasn't done shit. Biden didn't do shit. None of them, but both of them. And what did they say? Like what they said, what did he say? What are you talking about? What's this guy's fucking name? What did Biden say? What did she say about Biden? That she's not gonna change nothing that Biden did. What? She's gonna do this. She's not changing shit. She said that in multiple interviews. I'm going off of what's coming out of her mouth. No, sorry. I lived through 4 years of Trump, and I lived through 4 years of Biden and Kamala's administration. And sorry, Trump's is better. Why? So why all of a sudden, now that the elections are here and all that stuff, now you see Kamala. Now she's out in the open. Where was she for 3.5 years? I didn't see her. I was just seeing Biden. That's all I was seeing on the news is Biden, Biden this, Biden that. I haven't heard not one word about Kamala until the election shit started. That's what I heard, that she existed. I thought she went on vacation. That's why I said enough of this. I want to see change. And that administration, there was no change for 3.5. It changed to the worse in 3.5 years. I don't want another 4 years of that shit. Sorry. I don't want another 4 years of that. I don't think we could survive another 4 years of that. Financially alone, I don't think we could survive. Exactly. If Biden says vote for Trump because he already knows Kamala Harris is trash, then that tells you everything point blank. Her own people will betraying her. How many Democrats there were like Democrats for 20, 30 years? How many Democrats switched to the Republican Party? Look it up. It's on YouTube. Facts. We did it, Joe. Haunts me daily. We did it, Joe. I'm saying her name on Kamala or Kamala, whatever. Camel toe. I don't give a fuck what you call her. She hasn't shown me nothing. This was her moment, and this is what I'm saying. This is the moment where she needed to prove to everybody that she was competent enough. And talk about her policies more. She didn't do any of that. She went on a bash Trump campaign. In every time the camera was in front of her, she was bashing him. When people ask her a question, she's avoiding the question. It's clear as day. It's on TV. You see it. Why are you not telling us what you're gonna do? You just keep on running around in circles, thinking that you're gonna fucking Yoda us or do some fucking type of magic. I wanted to know the policy. I wanted her to explain to me what she's gonna do for me. She did it. Trump has a very well way of speaking that he could talk shit about you and tell you what his plan at the same time. But XG is still the best K-pop group in the world. So, I mean, Megan said her son calls them Harry Balls. That's a good name. I'm not throwing insults at nobody, Gizmo. Yeah, that's exactly why this conversation should not have happened. I'm telling you facts. I'm giving you my facts and what I've seen. You can believe what you want. And if if you're done being a fan because of politics, then you're done being a fan. I'll see you later. But this doesn't change nothing. This doesn't change anything. I don't see nobody here doing anything. No, Gizmo's not a bot. Gizmo's absolutely a very good supporter of this page. But like they say, you can't talk politics with people because then this shit like this happened. I didn't disrespect nobody. I'm talking about her. I'm not talking about you. You're not running for president. She is.
It would be the greatest Colorado. Take him off the ballot in Maine. Trying to kill him. And despite that, here we are. Here we are on November 5th. It's what, 10:40? And it looks like in the next 20 minutes, 2 more states that are just critical states could fall. Pennsylvania looks great, all the internal data. I think we're going to win Pennsylvania and in a big way. I think we're going to win Wisconsin. I think we're going to win Nevada, and I think we're going to win Arizona.
You're freaking me out. Just when you put it that way, I have to say, Trump always gets attacked for being like vindictive and all this stuff. It's like, I've spent a lot of time talking to him. I've never heard him describe what you just described in the way that he did. He's actually weirdly not vindictive at all.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Because when you lay it out like that, it's really...
I think it bothers a child more than it bothers the actual person.
Right, I get it.
I take the insults hurled at him much more personally than I take insults hurled at me, right? you see the absolute massacre that they put him through as a billionaire who did not need this job.
I know.
Right? He's the last guy that needed this job. Believe me, his life would be exponentially better sitting here at Mar-a-Lago, enjoying life, right? And he wants to do this because he wants to save this country, and he's hell bent on saving this country. There are no vacations. I mean, the two of us haven't slept in 48 hours because we were in 7 different rallies in the last 36 hours leading up to this. I mean, we got in at 5:30 this morning. He went straight off to vote when he effectively got in early this morning, and the guy's worked his ass off. The guy's absolutely worked his ass off. He gets nothing other than subpoenas and weaponization of government and sitting in courthouses all day long, and so. It's actually really vindication of the American people. It's not vindication.
Well,
of
what's
Donald
going
Trump.
on?
It's vindication of the American people, which is, hey, listen,
Trump
government,
210, 113.
we understand your games, and you've tried every single one of them, and we haven't believed you.
Right.
And at the end of it, we're gonna go vote for the guy that you've tried to take down mercilessly because we don't like you. You considered us the flyover states. You forgot about us. We weren't human to you, right? We were this kind of subhuman class to most of the elites in Washington D.C. You forgot about us. And you know what? Now we're going to go and we're going to support the guy that you tried to take down, but the guy that was fighting for us every single day. And as a son, it's the greatest feeling in the world. If he wins this overwhelming, if he gets 315, 316 electoral votes, there's a possibility that he wins literally the popular vote or comes as close as anybody could possibly come to winning the popular vote. It would be the greatest vindication that everything that he's fought for mattered. That it mattered to the American people, that it mattered to this country, that it mattered to the heart and soul of this nation. And there's nothing that would make me more proud.
It's just the most unbelievable story. I just think I've been too close to it for too long.
Garrett, right now, what I'm looking at on Fox, I have Fox on another screen, but they're showing me different numbers in the chat. It's showing in Fox 212 to 119 Trump. That's what I'm seeing on Fox right now. Let me see who else got an update. On Ben Shapiro's page, it's showing 242 Trump, 108 Harris. So it's jumping all over the place. You have no dogs in this fight? I think Trump voted for Kamala. I know for a fact Gizmo's not a bot. Gizmo has donated to me. Gizmo has supported the page for many, many moons. I've had conversations with him. It's not a bot. I'm saying something witty. That was something witty. Oh my God. It's a shame. I can't wait. I low-key cannot wait until this whole thing is over. I really cannot wait until this whole thing is over. The first time I went live with this, I think it was a total of like three and change or something like that of subscribers. And I gained it back in a couple of days, but it was just like, Jesus Christ. Now I can't even voice my opinion. They just want me to be up here acting like a fucking clown all the time and not have my own fucking opinion. That's crazy. But it's fine. It is what it is. I'm not gonna back down. I'm not gonna just go towards what people, because people are hating on me. It is what it is. I love to see another person of color in the office though. Tired of old people running a country. But Trump is entertainment fuel.
Honestly, until you started talking and laid it out that way, I've never thought about it in this way. But when he lost
I think Elvis would have voted for Trump. We're all going to know our true friends tomorrow, and that is a fact.
2020. And I thought there was something wrong with it. Now, I'm totally convinced it was stolen. I always get taken off YouTube for saying that, but I believe that.
It's fine.
But
Chad, that's fine. I mean, like, that's what happens. He got upset. He got in his feels about this whole entire thing. I'm the only one that he's talking to everybody. But the problem is, this is a majority red chat, and there's very few blue in here. So, it kind of probably felt like he was getting jumped because we were all pretty much telling him what we were telling him, and It happens. It is what it is. I hope he doesn't unsubscribe. I hope he stays a fan and a subscriber, and I hope he doesn't take any of this shit to the heart, because I don't mean nothing by any of this towards him. I just want my country to be good again. I want my country to thrive again. Right now, we're not thriving. I don't think we could survive another 4 years of this before it's too much bullshit where we can't fix it no more. And then we're stuck like this. I don't want this to happen. People are talking about World War III. People are talking about all this other shit. Like, I got kids. My kids are still young, still have years to. I don't need them to be growing up and becoming adults in a country that's completely fucking fucked. Bad enough that they go into school and everything. I want to homeschool them so fucking bad. But I mean, if Gizmo felt that way, he's got to do what he's got to do. Like, he has the right to feel the way he has to feel. He has the right to unsubscribe. He has the right to move on and go to something else and go to follow somebody that he has more in common with, I guess, than me. And that's fine. I'm here for the music. But if I have a political opinion and if I have a worry of mine for my kids and for my wife and for myself, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna talk about it. I have a platform to do it, and I'm gonna do it because I want to show that I'm for this country. I want to show that I want to protect it by any means necessary. Take Trump out of the fucking picture. Put anybody else. If you put anybody else in Trump's position with his policies, I'm gonna vote for that guy. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Minister was stolen. I always get taken off YouTube for saying that, but I believe that. But nobody backed him. Everyone's like, "Oh, shut up, go away." People mocked him. His own party wanted him out of there. Sure. They were embarrassed of him. They hated that he wouldn't stop. I mean, they hated that oh, shut up. They wouldn't let him on Fox News. Like, he was not allowed to talk.
And you know what? For every one of the things that I named, right? The impeachments and the Kavanaughs and the Twitters and Facebooks and the censorship and everything. For every one of those things that I just named, there's 100 that the public never saw.
Oh, I know.
That never, never made it across your channels. Never. I mean,
I know.
That were just personal attacks that were so vindictive you can't possibly imagine, right? And yet he stood up every single day and he fought the nonsense. And
it's crazy though. I mean, everybody abandoned him. He was literally like him and Rudy.
Yeah.
Like, it was.
And against every weaponized system. And that's one thing that people forget. It's not just the attacks. They weaponized the DOJ. They weaponized the FBI. They weaponized the mainstream media. You know better than anybody. You were like the face of it, right, for the longest time. They weaponized social media when they started pulling them off those platforms. They weaponized Department of Health, right? I mean, remember the doctors came out, hey, hydroxychloroquine might work, right? They start ripping licenses. They weaponized everything. They weaponized the military with, Milley coming out. I want to understand white race. I mean, they weaponized every single government institution that we had as a country. And then they weaponized mainstream media, and you had one guy. Maybe one guy with a little bit of us standing on the stage, right, with a loud voice, but you had one guy that literally defeated it all. And he did that because he had the American people behind him. But really, think about the David and Goliath story of all of that. If he wins tonight, which he's on the brink of doing, it was one guy that beat the American media and all the other weaponized systems that tried to take him down.
Facts.
I mean, it's fascinating, right? As a guy who came in, he didn't know what a delegate was when we got into politics. I mean, literally, we didn't know what the hell a caucus was. I remember getting in Iowa and asking some little staffer, I'm about to speak at a big caucus. Look, can somebody explain to me what the hell a caucus? And by the way, you didn't know either until you got into politics, right?
Come on. I still don't know. I've covered 1 million caucuses.
What
up, Greg? What's going on?
A guy who literally knew not a damn thing about the system beat Hillary, one of the greatest political dynasties ever. Beat her when she outraised him 5-1. I mean, she raised $1.5 billion. I mean, he put in $200 million and raised another $100 million. I mean, against all odds, and then beat the mainstream media in this country, beat that whole weaponized system. He was down, he was out. There were serious questions about what happened in 2020, and I'm not a conspiracy guy. I'm not like the tinfoil hat. It's just the fact, right? Statistically, you could prove it.
He's at 210 right now.
And then he comes back after all of that, and he wins. And he wins by a massive electoral number. it will be one of the greatest comeback stories of all time, right?
The greatest I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like it, like ever,
history
ever.
right
And
now.
one last thing, not to get too
And
deep.
that's another thing. Did you guys see? There's a compilation video of Trump when he first ran for president. I didn't ever see or know how many people were calling this, pretty much saying that it was a joke for him to run. There were so many people on social media, on these TV shows, on these podcasts that thought that there was a big fucking joke and it was crazy. And if you vote for Trump, this country's over. And he ran. He still went in it and he won it. And what did he do? Yes, he tweets a lot. More than he should, but he wants to keep his pulse on the American people. I don't know what's wrong with that. The shit that he says, freedom of speech, he can say whatever the fuck he wants. He's the president. So let me get this straight. You got a phone, you can put whatever crazy tweet you want. But the president doesn't have the right to do that? He's stating what he feels, he's stating what he likes. Go ahead. You can agree or not agree with the content that he puts out there. That's cool. What does it have to do with the fact that he changed his country in 4 years and this country was thriving? We had power, we had money, we were the strongest country in the world again. And we still are in a sense, but at the same time, a lot of us are just there are a lot of these other countries that are looking at us like this place is about to go down. This place is about to go down. I'm an asshole because I want my country to be great. Okay, man.
Right?
The greatest I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like it, like ever,
Oh my God.
ever.
And one last thing, not to get too deep with you, but
No, I'm loving this, and I've never heard you. I mean, I've talked to you a million times. I've never heard you like this.
he wrote 2 books, right? One was The Art of the Deal, and The Art of the Deal, if you look at it, like it's just kind of the parallels to the 2016 campaign is really incredible. But then he wrote The Art of the Comeback years later, right? He had the financial problems in the early 90s. Interest rates went up to 18%. He was heavily levered. And he fought his ass off to come back from the brink of, and he came back bigger and stronger than he, right? And so he wrote a second.
I agree, Greg. How many people think M is the best rapper, but that still doesn't change the fact that I disagree with him on his political views? I'm right in the same exact boat that you're in. Eminem is the best rapper. Don't agree with his political views at all. Not even a fraction of it. Not even a little bit of it. Trump got this in the bag, willing to bring us back on top. I'm with you. I'm staying positive, and I'm staying in that right lane that everything's gonna come out into fruition. Everything that we need as American citizens that live and work and bust our ass in this country to build our homes and build our family. He's gonna bring all that back for us. He's gonna bring that security for us again. He's gonna bring that openness that there's capabilities of making money in however way you fucking want. Work that overtime. And that's the problem, because his policies are showing that people actually have to get the fuck out of their fucking beds and go to work in the morning. People actually have to go and sweat and bust their ass to make a check. You want to live a good life? Work your ass off to get it. People just want hands out left and right. But then, you got to work a little bit? Nah, you good? That nigga Trump crazy. Fuck you mean I got to work? Don't be bringing them jobs back over here. I don't want to work. Give me the free money. I'm good with you with the free money. Am I lying? No. That's what they want. We are so privileged in this country right now that we think that we deserve everything that's coming to us. What happened to working really hard and breaking a sweat to make a check? You know how good that feels when you come home and be like, I succeeded. I hit my quota. Got a little extra money in my pocket. All that. Come on, man. Trump never had to work, but Trump took $1 million and made $10 billion out of that $1 million. So he did something. When you have the brains for business, you don't have to break your sweat to work. If you know what you're doing with the money, you don't got to do any of that. You honestly think that if I had the capabilities or the mentality of knowing how to run a multi-billion-dollar company, that I would have worked and broke my back and sweated my whole entire life? No. Use your brain and not your back. He did what he needed to do. He got a loan. He got money from whoever. Got a loan. Started his shit up and made $1 million and flipped that bitch to $10 million. I've worked in many fucking stores. I never would have been able to flip my check to $10 million. Nothing. No, you can't. But then he ran his business to the ground. He ran his business to the ground, and then he brought it right back up. Just like any other business. If the business goes down the ground, he builds it right back up. 4 years. I'm telling you right now, I wish I could just pop up and show my income taxes from my income tax, my pay stubs when Trump was president, and then my pay stubs when Biden was president. And watch the dramatic difference. It was not even a couple of dollars off. It was a dramatic difference. I've always said we need a businessman to run this country because businessmen know how to do with money. So if the whole thing is, oh, Trump's business went down and Trump doesn't know how to do it, then we'll explain the last 4 years he was president. Why did we make more money as a country? Why was everything so much cheaper as a country? Because businessmen know how to negotiate. Politicians knows how to bitch. That's why. He went in there, he negotiated like he would negotiate in any business. And the country had money. The facts are out there. You may not have money. Don't think about the world as your individual problem. That's where a lot of people get this shit twisted. People think, oh, I wasn't doing good when Trump was president. And whose fault was that? Because the majority, the generalization in the majority of the United States was doing fantastic. Don't go off of your own personal issues and your own personal situations to have to do anything that has to do with Trump. The facts are the facts. The federal websites all show these numbers. The numbers were up. Trump even posted it the other day. The difference between the numbers when he was president to the numbers when Biden was president. And it will blow your fucking mind when you see those numbers. Overall, homeowners, people that own homes, people that own property, people that own shit, they are the ones that are feeling the effects of this shit. Not other people, not the people that, not even that, the people that are renting. A one-bedroom apartment, $1,600? In Florida, $1,600 for a one-bedroom apartment, you're nuts. When I moved to Florida, in 2004, it was $500. It went up to like $6 when we moved out, and then it kept on going up to $7. When Trump came back, the rent went right back down to $6 and change, but it was already at $8 and something. Now it's at $1,600? Are you nuts? Come on, man. Facts don't care. Exactly. Facts don't care. It was $1,600 for a one-bedroom apartment. That's what my boy was paying for his apartment right in Clearwater. $1,600. It was never that high. Well, then there you go. My boy got it for cheap then, because he's paying $1,600 for a one bedroom in Florida, in Clearwater. I'm not going live. I am going live all week, Dracula, but I got shit. Now you're making me think. I know I'm going live all the rest of the week. I'm trying to go live tomorrow because I haven't done a Dono live in a while. So I'm trying to go live tomorrow to do that. But I know that I have the me and Captain Kurtz, not me and Captain Kurtz, but the independent thing that we're doing, me and Captain Kurt, Lockwolf reacts, and a bunch of other reactions. We'll rotate. There'll be different people up there, but we're doing that on Thursday. Friday, we're doing the MGK live. So I am going live Thursday and Friday, and I went live today. So I'll probably just go live tomorrow and do that. Facts. Like right now, Christmas, we don't even know how we're gonna be able to manage Christmas, and we don't. And birthdays, we got it covered, but Christmas, it's we could handle it, but it's gonna be very tight when it was not like that. The last 4 years, 4.5, or 3.5. It's been like, okay, why is this being more expensive? Like, what's going on with the pricing? What's going on with this? We're buying shit. Like, didn't we buy this like 2-3 years ago, and that shit was like fucking $100 cheaper? Like, what's going on with with this right now? It was confusing, and me and my wife were looking at each other, looking at the finances, and looking at everything. We were just like, yo, what is really going on right now? And then we started looking at it, and I'm like, yo, what you expect? What you expect? We got our veterans in the street with no help from nobody. Got VA, but that don't do much for them. We got Tent City in LA. We got all these homeless. We got all this stuff, but that's not priority. The American people is not priority, but Ukraine is, and all that. That doesn't make no sense. We should come first before any other country. The people in this country should come first before anybody else in this country. Point blank. And that's my feelings on it. You got 3 new nephews. Who got triplets? What people, you see, I'm not even going to get into that conversation because we're not struggling. So if your people are struggling, they explain why there's black politicians, black governors, black police officers, black police sergeants. So if they're holding you guys down, us down, if they're holding black America down, how did they make it out? How did they make it out the cracks? You can't hold the community. You have to hold your community accountable for your shit. Do what you do, bust your ass and get the fuck out of it. It's called money management. It's called if I get this, I know I have to do savings. I know how to put money away. I need to go do this. I need to sacrifice a lot of things in order for me to get out. You're talking to a person that was born and raised in poverty. You're talking to a person that's been through the struggle, that slept in parks, that slept in cars, that slept in trains. And I was hearing the same thing over and over again. The white man's keeping you down. You're not going to be able to make it out of this shit. So you got to do drugs. You got to sell. You got to do this and you got to do that. And you know what I did? I took myself out of that environment and put myself in a brand new environment that I know nothing about. And I busted my ass for 20 years to get my own home, my own land, my own money, and work for myself. There should be no excuse for any minority to say that there's somebody's holding them down, because they're not. They are not. No one's holding nobody down. You just need to get yourself out of that situation and think differently. Think about your future. Think differently of how you're thinking now. And I'm not talking to King Dada. I'm just talking to the generalized concept of people's brains saying that there's still racism. I live in Florida right now. If we're going off of what people are saying, I shouldn't have a home right now, especially where I'm living at, where it's 90% white. I shouldn't even be here. I should be harassed every single day. And I was getting more harassment and more racism when I was in Tampa in the city than I was when I came to the country. And all these people think I'm black. I'm Afro-Dominican. So we'll be like, oh, you can't talk, you're Hispanic. No, do your research. Afro-Dominicans are blacks. They came to Dominican Republic. So you may not see me as a black person, but that racist person does see me as a black person. So I deal with the same bullshit that everybody else deals with. And I ignored it, and I busted my ass, and I worked. I worked 17 hours every single fucking day doing YouTube and my job to get where the fuck I'm at right now. So no one's holding me back but myself. There's no one in this world, white, black, orange, purple, it doesn't matter. No one's holding me down from doing what I want to do in this fucking beautiful, beautiful country of mine. Point blank. And that's just keeping it 100, 100, 100, 100. I got successful African American. These guys are African American friends of mine that have successful businesses that are running it and have beautiful fucking homes, one boat, jet skis, everything you can think of, living the best life. And you know what they do? They work 150 hours a week to live that lifestyle, to get out of poverty, to get out of the bullshit. His African wife and him and his African kids. Beautiful home. I'm just saying, you're stronger than that. We're stronger than that. Ain't nobody holding nobody down. There's nothing that a white man can't do that I can't do. This country should be about merit. This country should be about what can you do for me? How hard of a worker are you? And then the harder worker gets the benefits, gets the pay, gets everything. That's how it's going, but by merit, not by color. And there's a lot of African Americans successful that are not rappers and basketball players or football players. There are a lot of successful African American men in this country of ours that are doing very well for themselves. So if holding down exists, they wouldn't be in the positions that they're in. Point blank. Working harder doesn't equal success. It did for me. I feel successful in what I've done from where I came from. I feel absolutely successful.
Book, The Art of the Comeback, and I've always said that those books mirror his life in politics, and no one ever for some reason puts it together. If he does what I think he's going to do within the next hour, 2 hours, if CNN decides to drag it out, it's going to be the greatest comeback in American history. It might be the greatest comeback in political history. Down and out, with everyone against you, sitting in a freezing cold courtroom with 34 indictments and everything else they tried to do to bury him and bankrupt him and destroy his family and split all of us up. And now all of a sudden you're here on the 1 yard line. Tucker, it's awesome. I mean, it's truly a fairy tale story.
No, I mean, Donna can believe what he wants to believe. That's fine, because Donna's not the only one that believes that way. The majority of Black America believes that way, and that's the fucking problem. That social media and everybody keeps on throwing it in their heads. You can't get out of this. You have to stay where you're at. You're not going to be good enough than the white man. You're not going to be good enough. They're going to keep on pushing that in people's heads, and eventually they're going to bow down and believe it. I believed it, for God's sakes. I believed it for 27 years of my fucking life, thinking that I couldn't do more than what the fuck I was doing. A lot of cold nights in New York, because I believed the same shit. But then I started going places. I started traveling when I can. I started seeing different people, seeing different environments, seeing different mindsets, different upbringing, different cultures. And then I started to really, really thinking into this shit. And I was like, you know what? I was thinking this shit all fucking wrong. Donald's gonna be my brother no matter what. So he can say what he wants, y'all can, whatever. Donna is my brother no matter what, and I support him 100%. He has different views than I do, and that's fine. That's okay. He can have his views. But I know there's something bigger out there. I know that there is success for everybody out there. All you have to do is put in the work. And if you think that you put enough work in, do that 10 times stronger the next day. And that's all. That's all I'm saying. I believe that Dada can get out of any situation he's in. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. He's an excellent fucking artist, and he's gonna succeed because he's a hard worker. It's just that hard work takes time. Quick shit, you want to get it back quick, you could get it back quick by doing stupid shit. But nah, this has none that. This is just a convo between me and Dada. Me and Dada have these convos all the fucking time, man. I ain't worried about Dada. But what I'm saying is, so what's the difference between you and, let's just say, a white boy from a trailer park? I'm gonna tell you something right now. I was a hiring manager in my company. I was the hiring manager in my company. And I didn't look for skin color. You know what I looked for? Because it was a qualification from my managers above me. Qualifications. We can't bullshit around with this racial bullshit back and forth for who we should hire so we can look ethnically correct. I wanted to know if you know how to work on a car, because if you fuck up a customer's car, it's coming out of your check. So I went off of who the fuck did the best job, who has the best qualifications, who has the best references. And it didn't matter what the fuck your color was. You could be Hispanic, black, or white. That's what my company, a multi-billion-dollar company that had couple of black CEOs running the motherfucker, and pretty much tell us this is how you have to hire people. We do not want garbage mechanics. We don't want people that don't know what the hell they're doing. We don't want any of that. We need people that are qualified, that can handle the job. So me getting into that company in 7 years, I went from making $15 an hour to making $36 an hour plus bonus. So when there's a will, there's a way. You just got to put the work in. What schools do not allow you? So you're pretty much saying that there's schools out there that are segregated. Not all employment places. No, not all employment places. Have you signed everybody's application to know that for a fact? Where's the numbers to back that fact up? Or are you just hearing people say that? That is, I've been out there in the working world. I've been out there in the blue collar world. That's not how it works. That's not how it works in manual labor shit. No, it's not. And there's 100 million jobs paying $70,000 to $80,000 a year right now that people could go work for. And you know why they don't do it? Because it's manual labor and nobody wants to fucking do it. That's why. So the money's out there. Nobody just wants to get it. But because you have to understand, a school is to show you how to keep character. So if you're getting crazy hairstyles and crazy paint colors and everything, you're not gonna let these kids out on the fucking free world and see if they could get a fucking job. If somebody comes to me with a mohawk in their fucking hair, smoking a fucking blunt, and talking to me saying that they want a fucking job, and when I ask them they don't have what's the qualifications, oh, I don't have any. You don't have the job. But if you come at me with a mohawk and come to me and talking to me, and you show me that you have ASE certifications, that you can rebuild small motors, that you can rebuild large motor, I don't give a fuck what you look like. But it's showing you in school, it's showing you that there's these rules that you have to follow, because everything in this world has rules. You have to follow the fucking law. You have to follow the rules. So if you can't do it in school, how much you think they're going to do it when you get out of here? And you're in the free world. You have to get started at a very young age to know how to follow your rules. That's why you have a lunch. That's why you have time periods. That's why you have all this other shit, this structure that they have school to teach these kids how to live a normal fucking life with rules in it. Because if they don't, they're going to walk crazy, do whatever the fuck they want. Like what they're doing now. And if there's a problem with the school board, you know what you need to do if there's a problem? Go out and vote. And go vote to change whoever is taking care or who's in charge of the school board in your district and in your county. Make the difference by voting. Get them the fuck out of there and get people that know what the fuck they're doing. Point fucking blank. Everybody in the world is seeing this black and white thing. Everybody in this world is seeing this black and white thing. Except for the motherfuckers that are taking every bit of your fucking money. You think they give a shit about that? No. They give a fuck about green. That's the only color. Put money in my fucking pockets and that's all I care. I don't care who the hell you have to make feel bad or discriminate against or whatever. I don't care. Just bring me my money. And we over here fighting over black, white, and all this other shit. Come on, bro. Come on.
1 yard line. Tucker, it's awesome. I mean, it's truly a fairy tale story. And it's a story, in fact, I think that if you wrote it down in a novel, people wouldn't believe you.
Man, it's not the life you expected, I bet.
It's a very different life than we expected.
Well, that was amazing. I will not forget this conversation.
Yeah, but that has not. But Talisa, that has nothing. That has to do with whatever policies that company has. If the company has certain policies that has nothing to do with the government, that's that own personal company's policy. If they say that you can't dye your hair, like my company policy, I can't show my any derogatory tattoos or any bullshit like that. I can't have multiple earpieces in my ear. We can't have chains on. And you know, when people are like, oh, why are you going to, I'll pay for this chain. Okay, when that chain gets caught in your belt, on your car belt, when you're turning it over and that shit brings your neck to the motor and burns your fucking face, then you're going to understand why they said not to wear that chain. Has nothing to do with what it is. It has to do with your fucking safety. So when a company has a fucking rule, you have to follow the rule. It has nothing to do with the government. I guarantee you come out of work and you can dye your hair whatever the fuck you want. No one's going to say nothing. But most companies have a lot of these stupid ass rules that some of them, yes, are fucking dumb. Some of them make no fucking sense. It's not going to change the work ethic of the person. So it's the dumbest rules that they have, but there's a lot of companies that have a lot of dumb ass rules. For God's sake, like, and it's crazy that you say that, Talisa. I went to when I had my kidney stones and shit. My nurse had purple fucking hair. She had sleeves, both sleeve arm tattoos, piercings in her ears and all that. Working in the hospital, like nothing. But it's crazy. Where you at, Myra? Because over here in Florida, I think in Florida they don't give a shit. Because my nurses that I've seen nurses with full arm tattoos. I've seen nurses with crazy color hair. I've seen nurses in all types of ways. Oh, Texas? Yeah. Yeah, Bikini Dada, you still see it, and guess who's president? Racism in this country is never going to go. So you can forget about that. You're going to deal with racist people. There are out there. But as a whole, this country is not racist. There are still a lot of racist people here, though. But the people that are not racist completely outweigh the people that are. And that's just a fact. Well, we're going to continue with this. I'm about to get off in about 10 minutes. I went 30 minutes longer than what I wanted to. But we're having good conversations. We're having good constructive conversations and everything. I see your point, and I see people's point. I understand people's point, and I get it. It's one of those things that if you want shit to change and you want come on, King Dada. All right, cool. Oh. All right, I'm gonna go check. I'm just gonna go check real quick to see where we at now, and then I'm getting off. I gotta go take this out of my mind for now and go play some video games and then go to sleep. I'm playing Call of Duty Mobile. I'm kicking people's asses. 230, 187. That's where we at right now. 230, 187. That's from the Times. Of course, yeah, Democratic hold. North Carolina. Cool. You staying up? Well, hell no. I'm thinking about doing live stream. I'm not gonna say yay or nay, but I am. Are you serious? Year of the Ox have written creds on XGs. What written credentials for writing? They wrote for them? They wrote for fucking XG? Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. I am doing the album review. Year of the Ox wrote Woke Up. No, Year of the Ox wrote Woke Up. I never knew that shit. I got Woke Up right here. Let me see. Song, J Pops, Counselor Jacobs. I don't see them here. I got the Woke Up poster here, and it says performed by the girls, song written by Counselor Jacobs, Ya Wang, lyrics producer and composed by Chancellor Jacob. So Simon. Why didn't he put it in here? Because this is the Woke Up poster. That's weird. Hell yeah. I am going live to do the XG live the minute that they drop it. Not the minute they drop the mini album, but I have them. And I think I got it right because I don't remember when exact. I have them to go live on the 11th for the XG mini album live because aren't they dropping it on Friday? Oh, Year of the Locks is lyrics? Okay. All right, cool. That's dope. When are they dropping again? All right, Gray, I appreciate you coming through, man. When are they dropping again? Because I got them in for the 11th to do the live. All right, Chad, I appreciate you, man. Trump 2024, my brother. Lockwolf is in this bitch, Lockwolf. Oh! I love your intro. 250,000 votes, Trump. Yeah, so the mini album is dropping on Friday. I'm doing the mini album live this Monday coming up. But I'm thinking about going live tomorrow. I don't know yet, but I am thinking about going live. But I'll let you guys know. All right, so I left off 230 Trump, 187 Harris, and this is from, I think these are the Times, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was the Times. Does anybody have a different number? Because I'm literally going straight to bed. I'm putting the phone in the charger, and I ain't listening to shit no more. Thank you, Fluffy Waffle. That's a crazy fucking day. Fluffy Waffle's nuts. All right, guys. I love all of you. I got reactions up. I got about 5 up for tonight. I got more coming tomorrow. I got story time with Ray coming. You know what? I probably won't go live because I got story time with Ray. That shit takes a long time. So I got story time with Ray, and I got a couple more reactions, a couple more doodles for you guys tomorrow. I love all of you. Thank you so much for hanging out. And whether we agree or don't agree, I love you from the bottom of my heart. And thank you guys so much for the love and support for this page. Whether you're blue or red, always know Vibe loves you. I am out of here, guys. Have a great, great, great night. And Trump 2024, we out.
I got a bad feeling about this.
They say Larry is a vibe, like my nigga Ray. I be cool and I get high. I roll bigger J. Sipping drink on some gin and chase with lemonade. Getting faded in the days.